Damn, how's your boring salad?
Oh, it's actually delicious.
Everybody always says that about the salad. They're all a bunch of fucking liars.
No, I love it. It's really good.
Have some Cookie Crisp. You need something nutritional.
Why do you think I want your Cookie Crisp?
Because you've been staring at it and you
No.
want
Hey, what's the deal here? You guys ever gonna make out or what?
Teddy, come on, dude.
No, I'm just saying. You look like you're hitting it off. You know, I mean, Sam, you dig him, right?
Hey, where the hell's my coffee? I've been waiting for 10 minutes.
I'm so sorry, sir. I forgot. I'll get it right away.
Jesus, you're a waitress. You're not building rockets. Figure it out.
A prick. Hey, $20, I can toss a Cookie Crisp into his ass crack.
Wait, let me drive. I used to pitch for the softball team in Arizona State.
Oh yeah, was your mascot a broken condom?
Shut up.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Who did that?
Oh, Jesus Christ! You got to be kidding me.
No, we're assholes. Look what you did.
I swear to God, I'll kick your goddamn ass. Who was it?
Sir, I apologize for my 5-year-old son.
I'm sorry, sir. Cookie Crisp in your bum-bumsies. I'm sorry.
Well, under the circumstances, I guess it's okay.
Oh my God, now we're even bigger assholes.
Go get my Cookie Crisp out of his ass.
You guys making trouble over here?
No, man. We're just minding our business.
Let's try to keep your boyfriend under control here, yeah?
Oh, he's not my boyfriend.
Oh, good.
I would just get the check. Thanks.
Of course.
Oh my God, John, did you see that? She was totally giving you the fuck me eyes.
No, she wasn't.
She was giving you the fuck me eyes.
What are the fuck me eyes?
Yeah, it's some women just have fuck me eyes.
Do I have fuck me eyes?
Now you have give us the ring, my precious eyes.
Yeah. When I walk on by, I smell like shit and I'm coming fly. A pimp to the beat, eat from the garbage on the streets. Yeah, this is how I roll. Paper bag pants out of control. You can find me at the glory hole. We went through the wall for a quick free blow. Girl, look at my body. Girl, look at my body. Girl, look at my body. I ain't trash. Please give me some money. Please give me some money. Please give me some money. I ain't trash. When I walk in the spot, yeah, this is what they see. Okay, an old dirty man that drinks his old pee. Got a disaster in my pants, and I ain't scared to show it. Show it, show it, show it. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. When I'm at the mall, I'm in the bathroom trying to clean my balls. When I'm at the beach, I'm in the brown bag trying to tan my cheeks. This is how I roll. Got a cardboard box that I call home. I keep a semen in the jar, baby, don't be jealous. No shoes, no shirt, cause I'm fucking homeless. Girl, look at my body. Girl, look at my body. Girl, look at my body. I ain't trash. Please give me some money. Please give me some money. Please give me some money. I ain't trash. When I walk in the spot, yeah, this is what they see. Okay, an old dirty man that drinks his own pee. Got a disaster in my pants, and I ain't scared to show it. Show it, show it, show it. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. I'm sexy and I'm homeless. I'm sexy and I'm homeless.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
All right, and happy Wednesday. It is the 26th of August, 2026. Yeah, that's right. 8/26/26. And I got the threesome in here. We got Ashley and Alyssa, double A, as we call them on the out there on the street. Not 007, just double A trouble. That's what it is. Ashley is up there. How you doing, Ash?
All good, loves. I'm doing all good. How y'all doing?
Doing great. And, of course, Alyssa down there. Correspondent to the stars, could be on field work up until like 9:30 maybe. So we'll have to hope and see how that goes. It is the Charles Richardson Show, brought to you by Dubby Energy Drink. That's right, Dubby. No sugar, no crap, just pure energy. Make sure you go ahead and get some. Dubby.gg. You go ahead and check out with your first order. Just enter the code Richardson Show for 10% off on your entire order of Dubby Energy Drink. Go ahead and get energized by saving some money. Dubby.gg. Go ahead and get energized. We are live all over the world over there on IRN Broadcast here in Tampa. We are on IPM Nation in New Hampshire. We're live on the Up Yours Network on the UK. And we are live on Dare Talk Radio and Radio X in Australia. So making our way around the world as we know it. And, of course, as we were gone for 2 weeks, it seems like the big another threesome has fallen. And we pay our respects first to, and I'm going to screw up her name so bad, but it's Hayden Panettiere. Panettiere. See, it's even more beautiful when she says it. Hayden Panettiere. Only, not that old at all. I mean, 37 years old, beautiful, not really known for a lot of major roles.
Whoa. Not for your generation. Don't disrespect the millennials. I'm sorry, continue.
I stand corrected.
We loved her. Remember the Titans? Land Before Motherfucking Time. She came out here with Bring It On, All or Nothing. She taught us how to horribly crunk out here. She did the for us, with Beyonce's sister. I'm sorry. And then she did Heroes. And I'm sorry. Go ahead. My heart's broken. I'm not okay. I'm not okay this week.
Listen, I'm not saying she didn't do anything.
She did all the things. I'm sorry. Continue.
we're not talking about Hermione Granger here. We're not talking about that type of. We're not talking about being Spider-Man. And if Tom Holland went ahead and passed away tomorrow, leaves behind Zendaya, which that's open. That's a free market right there. But you talking about being Spider-Man in the Marvel universe? If Robert Downey Jr. passed away, we're talking about fucking Iron Man and the biggest comeback story ever when it comes to alcoholism. Hayden Panettiere, obviously she's had her moments, like you mentioned. Beloved with the millennials, of course. I apologize, I didn't take more of a look there. So, she started in Nashville. She was the main role for 6 years in there.
Yes.
Punked, she was there. Heroes, like you mentioned, for 4 years. I mean, surprised you didn't all your sadness. You couldn't mention Nashville. She was there for Nashville for almost twice as long as she was with Heroes.
I didn't watch Nashville.
Well, and the Heroes really should have gone on longer than it did.
It should have. It was one of those that got tanked for dumb reasons, and she was amazing on it. Save the cheerleader, save the world. If you know, you know. And I'm sorry, she did amazing work in everything that she was in, and in her philanthropy, and even in the roles that she took. It was, in a sense, something that always brought people together. Even with her Bring It On role, it was one of my favorite jokes from Bring It On. It's a combination between her and Solange Knowles, Beyonce's little sister.
Yeah.
And it's about, I can't remember the reason why, but Hayden's character ended up not wanting to go to one of the cheer camps or whatever for the movie. And the lies she told to her friends, to who eventually became her friends at the new school, was that her dog had just died and they had to bury the dog. Mm-hmm. It was just a funny moment, a funny Black people moment, because the joke in there was, hey, y'all, don't laugh, because white people and they dogs, they take them very serious. That's like a part of the family. Let them have their moment. And as silly as that is, it always stuck to me, because that was a moment of, I don't understand what the fuck you going through. However, because I care for you, I'm going to take this moment and still let you have it. Much love. But she always did roles like that. And even back to the Remember the Titans, her character in that, I can't remember the coach's daughter name, but just that movie overall is a movie about coming together, understanding different cultures, and having respect for different people.
Cheryl Yost was the character she played.
Thank you.
You're welcome. At the very least, I thought I would have something on screen to go ahead and run off of, even if I didn't know much about her completely, still there. So initially it was thought to be an overdose.
Yeah.
Apparently her ex-boyfriend, seems like there's a little bit of suspicion there going on. But the police said preliminary findings showed there was no sign of foul play. There was also no sign of trauma. Now, again, like I said, it's still ongoing because there's still reports every other day that's new findings of Hayden's death, new findings here. So it's really, really, kind of messed up if that was foul play from an ex for whatever reason. But I know she did struggle a little bit with substance abuse, so it kind of sucked. And mental issues too. So she had some mental issues. So she was married to a boxer, or not married to a boxer, but she had family with a boxer. And trying to look, there's a lot here going on. Vladimir Klitschko. She actually has a child with him. Looks like they were together from 2009 to 2011, and then back together 2013 to 2018. But yeah, he just died way too young. She did a lot of other things too. She did modeling. She actually had a singing career. So yeah, multi-talented. And very surprisingly, Hollywood didn't use her better or more, I should say. She basically, her last appearances doing television ended in like 2016, and she had a couple of last movies back here these past couple of years went direct to video. So again, like I said, she wasn't setting the world on fire, but she's definitely remembered. So Hayden gone way too early at the age of 36. She would have been 37 on the 21st of August. So very, again, sad to hear about that. The second person to go down, Dolly Parton.
Auntie. Why y'all gotta take my auntie?
Auntie Dolly Parton.
Oh Lord, they took my auntie.
Now she was a little older.
Yeah.
Definitely much more known.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. You don't see Hayden with Hayden Land. We have Dolly with Dolly World. Okay, Dolly World. There's a fucking theme park to Dolly, and of course, she's always known as Mount Parton on my end. And when I say Mount, I'm talking about the gigantic missiles attached to her chest that she's always had. I mean, God bless.
Funny you should mention how well known she is. When someone at work saw it that she had passed, they posted it on the group chat, and one of the girls was like, "Who?" And
Are
we're
you
like,
fucking kidding
"What?"
me? Are you kidding me?
No.
She was at least terminated after that, right? She was terminated.
No.
How the fuck do you not know who Dolly Parton is? I don't care how
listen to
old
no
you
type
are.
of country music.
She's not originally from America.
I don't fucking care.
English
Dolly
is not
Parton
her first language.
Dolly. Hello, can you say Dolly? Dolly? Dahlia? Dahlia? Dolly? No, Dolly Parton. I pardon my sentence. Pardon my English. No, Parton. Everybody knows Dolly. All around the world. My listeners in the UK and Australia, I know they fucking heard of Dolly Parton. And if you didn't, you just go the fuck away. Really. Dolly Parton. My God. I mean, beyond country music, I don't fucking care. She was in movies.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, her country career, but she was no. You don't get to survive on this world if you don't know who Dolly Parton is, unless you are like a newborn and you have really bad parents. I mean, I bet you I can go ahead and ask. I can ask a 4-year-old and show a picture of Dolly Parton and it says, "Who?" Dolly Parton and somebody else. I say, "Who is Dolly Parton?" And they'll point.
I bet you Stefan wouldn't get it.
I don't care. Stefan, listen. If the person ain't fucking Spider-Man, Stefan ain't getting it. Let's just be clear. Honestly, if it ain't Miles Morales, he doesn't know who the fuck it is, or Ronaldo or Messi. Those are the three. He's a soccer kid, whatever I can say. But I mean, again, Dolly Parton. Apparently, the cause of death is a little bit more than just her closing her eyes and never waking up. Apparently, she did have a slight battle of cancer. Mm-hmm. Very not known, and that's the way it is. So she was battling cancer secretly, and it was quick. And bye, Dolly. But she was 80 years old. She lived a pretty damn good life. Obviously, everybody paying tribute. Miley Ray Cyrus going and paying tribute.
There's an hour-long tribute on NBC today, right now, I think.
Right now?
Yeah.
They had the tribute on CBS last night.
I know, but there's another one on tonight.
Oh my God, it's just such an outpouring because, listen, besides Betty White, we were all rooting for Betty White to hit that 100 mark. God damn it, Betty White, what the fuck?
Damn
You
it,
know, I
Betty.
lost the
She
Deadpool
just
on that
missed
one.
it.
Yeah.
I
She really
know.
just missed it.
She saw the Vegas odds and like, I'm gonna screw them so bad. It's gonna be my best joke ever. Pow! And
Oh no.
that's it. We all thought Betty was gonna live forever.
We
We all did.
tried. We tried.
We thought Betty White was gonna live forever. Dolly Parton, born January 19th, 1946, age 80, 80 and a half, if you really want to count half year. Oh my God, such a. Now, this picture is va-va-voom, if you know what I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say. This is gorgeous. This is back in 72. Damn. Now, that's taking Daisy Duke and just kicking it up 500 notches. So, damn good picture there. Anyway,
And I just want to put it out there. If any of us ever find out that any of the Jolenes had anything to do with Dolly's death, it's on site with all Jolenes. Jolene gotta catch all these hands. Just saying. They better not come out with a cancer called Jolene. How about that?
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that at all.
Okay.
Singer, songwriter, did musicals. She was in her own musical, Dolly. She was in 9 to 5, which she's famous for writing a song about. 9 to 5. Doing acting, everything like that. Her final works of 2020 looks like she did a musical, Dolly Parton's Christmas in the Squire. Oh no, she went up all the way till like 23. So, but in her death, according to Wikipedia, she was hospitalized at Vanderbilt Ingram Cancer Center in Nashville, Tennessee on August 21st, 2026, and died after a, quote, brief battle with cancer on August 25th, so 4 days. Her death was announced the same day by her nephew, Ryan Seaver, who also served as her head of security for more than 2 decades. Parton had asked him several years prior to make the announcement of her death, which he described, quote, as an honor that is mixed with absolute pride and great sadness. A small private funeral will be held for Parton's immediate family at her request. She'll be buried next to her husband and over there at Woodlawn Memorial Park in Nashville. So, like I mentioned, did a whole bunch of things. She was also Moderna. Oh, she donated $1 million towards the Vanderbilt University Medical Center and encouraged those who could afford to make similar donations for the COVID vaccine. So she was a big, strong person behind it. It just goes on and on and on. She started her first song back in 1967, Hello, I'm Dolly. And her last song that she wrote was Rockstar in 2023. And again, like I said, she had films out the yin yang. First, she made her breakthrough in the film industry on television, and it was Cass Walker Farm and Home Hour, early morning show, and then Ralph Emery. Sorry, but again, best known for being on the movie 9 to 5, which also was a movie film. The Beverly Hillbillies, the original. The original movie, excuse me, the one with Vern, Steel Magnolias she was in, Romeo and Juliet, which was a voice role, an animated role, and her final one was Dolly Parton's Christmas on the Squire. So that was her final movie appearance in 2020. She did a few other herself roles on TV. So Dolly Parton passed away at 80 years old today. And finally, Tim Curry. And they'll do another thing. Who? Who's that? Tim Curry, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Home Alone 2, the bellboy, not the bellboy, but the hotel guest manager.
Nigel from the Wild Thornberries.
There you go. Nigel.
Yeah.
He also passed away. He was also 80 years old, a little younger than Dolly, actually. Not by much, about 3 months. Tim Curry, mostly an actor. Where is his? According to this, though, he died in his home over in Los Angeles. Cause of death was not provided, although he had experienced multiple health issues after his stroke in 2012. Now, that's 14 years ago. Surviving a stroke like that, or at least any type of major stroke, obviously, your time's limited at that point. So, but he had a stroke 14 years ago. Carol Burnett went ahead and showed some love. The Muppets showed some love. He was on the Muppets, one of the Muppet movies. He was a heavy smoker, unfortunately. July 2012, Curry suffered a major stroke while receiving a massage. How do you receive a stroke by getting a massage? Wow. The stroke required brain surgery. He used a wheelchair afterwards and continued to experience mobility issues, particularly in his left arm and leg. It had also affected his short-term memory. In September of last year, Curry said he was still unable to walk, so he was wheelchair bound for a while. So, and Tim Curry passed away, obviously from health I would assume from health complications. I don't think you're going to see really anything about Tim Curry being poisoned or shit like that. I don't think it's going to happen. He was on stage as well, along with doing acting. He was in Clue, Legend, Muppet Treasure Island. I mentioned he's on the Muppets. Charlie's Angels 2000, the original movie with Charlie's Angels. He was one of the bad guys. Congo, Scary Movie 2. Obviously, he obviously knows how to play funny roles and serious roles. His on-screen first one he received was Annie in 1982. At least one that was major. And of course, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. He was the antagonist Bellman. So yeah, Tim Curry passed away. So there's your tree. They what is it? They fall in threes, right?
Yep.
I think those are your three. You got Hayden, Dolly, and Tim.
Yep.
So kind of sucks there. But rest in peace, all you three, and hopefully you're in a better spot. We got Isaac in the chat room saying hello to everybody. We also got Starsky. What's up, Starsky, from the Just for Fun family. And Isaac, R.I.P. Tim Curry. Yep, he was a good actor and singer. He did some good films. Oh, yeah, of course he did. Absolutely. Also, Isaac's paying note to Dolly Parton, actress, singer, recording artist, country sensation. Also, theme park owner. Gotta love the theme parks. And we have Starsky saying, what's up? What's up? Hey, phone number's open, 813-699-5595. Got people bumping into the microphone over there, so we'd like to go ahead and try to keep it down if you don't mind.
Sorry.
It's okay. But yeah, just kind of when you go ahead and flop on your seat, make sure you go ahead and watch your knees and you don't. I'm just going to turn her off. It's just having issues with the sun today, just like any other Wednesday.
Kids are fun.
Yeah. So now that we got all the grief out of the way, let's go ahead and get into more grief. And Ashley was kind of salty last Wednesday. And I don't know if the salt is still there or has it dissolved.
It is dissolved into my bloodstream, and my blood is just full of saltiness.
So, I mean, you know what I heard was a good cure for saltiness in the bloodstream?
What?
And that's to exonerate it on the air. I will give you the big screen and bring people up to speed, and just in case they don't know.
All right. For folks that don't know what's been going on, I've been having a little change, little movement in my life, in my lifestyle. So I had gotten a job last year, but I didn't move closer to the job because I was like, I can commute. I don't mind driving 3 hours for a job that I ain't even got to be in the office every day. I could keep my home. Well, on the 4th of July, somebody had totaled my vehicle, unfortunately. Blew through a red light, totaled my vehicle. So I was like, now I got to sell my house and move closer to my job because I don't have a car. Fun times. So in the middle of selling my house did go up for sale, and I did fortunately find a lot of people very interested. Somebody wanted to buy it like 3 days after it went on the market. Actually, multiple people wanted to buy it less than 3 days after going on the market.
So are you saying, but before you go on,
Yeah.
let's talk about that real quick. Okay, house for sale.
Yeah.
Multiple people want it. Was there a bidding war? Is there a bidding war going on?
There was a bidding war. Ha ha ha.
Did we have a winner?
We did have a winner. We do have a winner. And the winner is still in there. I'm still loving it. Let me explain why I'm still happy that the winner is still there. Because the day of the home inspection, you get the home inspector, the realtor, the new home buyers to come look at everything, make sure everything is up to spec and that I didn't lie about nothing. And I get a phone call while I'm at work. It's from my realtor, and I know that they're supposed to be doing the home inspection. And I'm like, hey, let me call you when I get out this meeting. She was like, okay, it's important. Call me back. Okay. You usually don't sound like that, ma'am. You're okay, but okay. Call her back, and she's like, hey, so, we were trying to do the home inspection, and it was really, really hot in your house. And we managed to find that somebody took the entire HVAC condenser from the back of your house. Cut the cables and everything. Somebody cut the cables, removed the power and all of that, and removed my HVAC condenser from my home the day before my house was supposed to be inspected. So now...
You're talking about the entire big block unit that's out there that runs.
It happens all the time here in Florida to homes that are for sale. People steal it all the time.
Yeah. I think what really blew me about the whole situation is that where my property is, it's really close to a government facility. There are obviously cameras and everything everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's just real bold. That was real bold, and it wasn't like my house was vacant that long. Like
there ain't much fear going on there.
There is no fear in their hearts. I was so like ticked off at work. My face must have been saying something because my supervisor sees me in the hallway on the phone, and he's like, "You good?" And I was just, no, I'm not good. And he was, I think that was the first time I think I legitimately scared my supervisor. I think my supervisor legit felt threatened by me at that moment. And I felt kind of bad because I wasn't trying to threaten him. He not the one that came and robbed me. But now I got to spend a whole bunch of money in order to even sell my house. And which really kind of sucks because, I have a vehicle right now, but I did one of those like bottom feeder just to get me from point A to point B cars. I don't really trust it on the highway. Don't ask me to go to like a different location or whatever. I can't do it. So I'm living bare minimum right now, paying my mortgage and also paying rent to live in a basement at somebody's house. And somebody steals my goddamn HVAC condenser and I can't immediately sell my home. I'm okay. I'm fine.
What's the situation now? Are you going into closing? Is there a deal on the table? What do we got?
So fortunately, the buyers did not back out. Thank all the Jesuses. They're just like, you just got to get us an HVAC condenser and get the whole system fixed and everything re-inspected before closing. I mean, it's not like you're asking for the world. That's a very reasonable freaking ask. But I'm like, not reasonable for my goddamn pockets, bitch. So I'm figuring that out right now. Trying to get all that done. My realtor has been absolutely amazing. I thank God I have her because whoo, Lord knows the rage that flooded through me last week. It was literally a week ago that I found this out. Yeah, a week ago. I had to look at the date. It was Wednesday last week that I found this out. So I had immediately very, very bad thoughts about the human being that I would find, because I had half a mind to literally jump on the highway and go find them. That is literally what I wanted to do. I don't know how I was going to find them, but I was going to try. I was going to start shaking down some crackheads.
I'm gonna say, you said I don't know if you want me to keep this on the down low. I apologize if you did. You said you kind of had an idea of who did it.
I have an idea of which crackheads did it. That's what I did.
That is a very sinister laugh. I can already tell.
Sorry.
Bad intentions in that, behind that voice.
Horrible intentions. Understand, they are God awfully horrible, and I should stay where I am instead of taking this trip. Ooh, Lord knows I was ready to hop on that highway. If I didn't have anything when it comes to money right now, I have enough money to put gas in my tank and head back to my home and go fuck shit up right now. That's what I have enough money to go. Don't test me right now, Lord. Don't.
No, maybe it's not a good idea to go. Not right now.
No.
Maybe take it easy. Take a little, take some chill pills. There you go.
Sorry, I don't mean to whine and neigh right now. I'm just so salty. I feel sorry for whoever catches my rage in the next month, because somebody's got to get it. At this point, somebody's got to get this shit. Sorry.
No, it's all good. Just good. The good news is that you got a buyer out there.
Yeah.
And pretty soon, whatever money you have to output for that, hopefully, like say, you got some type of insurance to go ahead and cover it, so you can get it back. But at least get it replaced and just sell the house and worry about get that money back. Get that money back and get ready to move on to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
That's all. You got to look at it that way, right?
Yep. This is just a little bump in the road, or as they say around here, a hump in the road. I've never lived in a freaking city where they literally got hump signs instead of bump, like speed bumps. There's speed
we have
humps.
those around here.
Oh yeah, we got them here.
Speed humps. I gotta ask you this. What the fuck is the purpose of putting a speed hump in the road that causes you to make you have to drive your car 10 miles under the actual speed limit?
So here's my understanding. So the speed humps, they're a lot more easier on the tires. When you go and suspension, when you go over a speed bump, that is like you're basically going over a small curb. It's very, very rough. It's a very sharp up and down. When you go to a speed hump, you glide over. So at 15, 20 miles an hour, you could glide over it. 15, 20 miles an hour on some of these speed bumps, and you're losing your suspension all the way back.
Okay, our speed humps are different out here, because you literally can't drive more than 10 miles an hour over these speed humps, or you'll lose your bumper, like I did. Anywho, but I learned that the hard way. But what threw me off was, if I can't drive more than 10 miles an hour over the speed hump, why the fuck would you make the speed limit 25? That's false advertising. No, I can't drive 25 in right here, because the speed hump says I can only go 10.
You don't understand. This is what I've learned. No matter what state you live in, here in the States, no matter what state you live in, you could see speed limit 25, 30 miles an hour. Speed limit. That does not mean you have to go that fast. I go that fast, and I even push it to 35. But when you have these speed humps, they usually give you a warning: 10 mile an hour over the speed hump.
There ain't
Yeah.
no warnings. It's just a big ass sign that says speed humps, and they put 2 on every block, so you can never actually reach the speed limit in the
Exactly.
neighborhood. I'm like,
Exactly.
then what's the point of putting the speed limit sign? You're
No,
gonna die.
you could go the speed limit. So, like, if you have like one of those, freaking Bigfoot 4x4s with those big ass tires, you can just go right over the speed humps, but you can't go more than 25 miles an hour. So, I guess it depends on the vehicle you have. You got a low rider, you're going like a mile an hour.
It's a sedan, so I'm going 10. I'm going 10 in a sedan.
Yeah, I mean, just enough gas to get your tires over the hump and move on. But yeah,
So if you didn't know, for
amazing.
Nissans, you don't even have to press on the gas for it to get to over 10 miles an hour. So you literally don't need to put any press on the gas before you can damage your fucking car around here.
So the fucking idle, it goes 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Just idling.
Yeah, just put that joker in drive, and you're gonna tear your vehicle up.
Wow, I did not know that.
I learned the hard way. I didn't know either.
I'm not, and that's the reason why I don't get it. I'm not getting a Nissan. That's it.
I think it's great that I ain't got to press on the gas for it to go a little boom boom. That's pretty nice.
Well, it's good for going a little boom boom, but then when you go to the speed hump, the speed hump raceway, there ain't no boom boom no more. Now it's bang bang.
It is bang bang. It is.
Yeah. So you gotta watch out.
Shut my vehicle down, bang bang.
Did you really lose your bumper?
I mean, it's on there right now.
Oh, so you didn't lose it?
I got it back.
You got it back. What, you have duct tape now?
There's tape on my bunker.
Little gorilla glue going on.
Yes.
Yeah. Whatever you can do to patch shit up, right? Whatever you can do to patch shit up.
I can't afford to fix the bumper right now. That's why I got a little crap car in the first place.
That's all right. There's this curve around our area that I call the curb of death because I smack that thing constantly. the way that the like edge of it lines up, there's like this part that's kind of like this, where one part and then the other, but it's a curve. So if you're not really paying close attention to where the curb is, you smack it. Well, I smacked it with my tire at one point, and there was a bubble in my tire.
Yeah, I've had that happen too before.
So
a little crazy.
I had to run to the tire place and get a new tire.
Sorry.
I've never seen that one, a bubble in the tire. I don't want to try that, but that sounds intriguing.
So I am so cautious every time I go around that curb now because I'm like, don't want to hit the curb of death.
Don't hit the curb of death.
I don't want to hit the speed humps.
And her, knowing her, she's going to hit the curb of death on her way to go ahead and get some pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice. Something pumpkin
Probably.
spice. It's about that time, is it not?
I was going through the Sam's Club little coupon book or whatever it is that they send you every month.
Yeah.
There is a whole 2-page spread of pumpkin spice everything.
Yeah.
There's
That's
cookies,
how it's going to be.
There's cakes, there's coffees, there's candles, there's everything. It's amazing.
Yeah. It's amazing.
I looked at it and I said, I want everything on these 2 pages.
Yeah.
I mean, down to the Mr. Clean was pumpkin scent.
And then how long is it going to take before we finally see our first Spirit Halloween?
Oh, I'm sure that'll be just around the corner.
That's about
probably
there.
next week.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm thinking something sometime in September. Well, I bring that up because there's a Greganism on here. Yep. We have Greg. He's going to explain something he thinks is I find kind of interesting here.
I'm going to say something that is controversial yet brave. Why is there no Spirit Halloween for Christmas? We have empty department stores all across America just sitting there, begging to be filled with chaos and questionable animatronics. And yet, come November, what do we get? A half-collapsed aisle in Target that smells like gingerbread and despair. Where is Spirit Christmas? Where is the pop-up store that takes over an abandoned Sears and then assaults my senses with a fog machine full of peppermint and regret? I want to walk into a store and immediately be greeted by an animatronic elf that seems like it's possessed by the ghost of a disgruntled mall Santa. You're telling me we get 12 straight weeks of Mariah Carey defrosting like a ham in a car wash, and yet somehow no Spirit Christmas? Unacceptable. If I can buy a motion sensor zombie that screams when I walk by, I should also be able to buy a motion-censored Mrs. Claus who judges me for not finishing my holiday shopping. Honestly, y'all, why can't we just leave up the Halloween decorations and rebrand them? Like, who decided that skeletons are only for October? Give that bony king a Santa hat and a peppermint mocha, and boom, he is Bon Jovi, the ghost of Christmas past. The witch on your porch? That ain't no witch. That is Mrs. Claus during her villain era. That fog machine? That is North Pole ambiance. Your plastic cauldron? Boom, a hot chocolate station. You are welcome. Hell, let's just merge them and call it a new holiday. Hallowmass. Half spooky, half merry, but all chaotic goodness. Just picture it. Jack-o'-lanterns with tinsel, bats wearing reindeer antlers, the sound of Michael Myers slowly hanging up twinkle lights to All I Want for Christmas Is You. I want Krampus and Rudolph to share an Airbnb. I want Santa in fishnets and a fog machine running on candy cane oil. Because honestly, spooky and merry are the same energy expressed at different caffeine levels. Halloween is just Christmas for people with better eyeliner. So until Spirit Christmas becomes a thing, I will personally be transforming my haunted house into a winter wonderland of confusion. Skeleton stays, the cobwebs stay, the graves in the front yard at a Silent Night extended cut. Because the real spirit of the holidays isn't about tradition. It's about taking whatever decorations are already in your attic, slapping some lights on them, and convincing your HOA that it's festive. So happy Hallowmas to all, and to all a good night. Find your joy.
I love his takes on everything. I really do. He had another one too that I did save.
Y'all, I really thought. Y'all, I really.
Oh, hang on a second. Want to merge this over because listen, I can't get enough of him. I'm going to be honest with you. I want to replace this.
I just don't agree with him when he says we need Christmas pop-up stores. Here's my thing.
Well, no, it's meant to be funny. Come on.
No, I get you. I can't do it.
Right.
I can't do it because Christmas shows up. Christmas, everything shows up before we're even able to get past Thanksgiving. Like, I can't do it. I can't. It's too early. You can't even let us enjoy Halloween and Thanksgiving long enough before there's Christmas music and Christmas lights and Christmas decorations and Christmas cookies and everything else running around. Can't do it.
No,
so no,
I mean,
no pop-up stores.
I get what you're saying. It's like one goes right into the other. Mm-hmm. There is no middle person. I mean, do you really go ahead and hang up decorations for Thanksgiving? You keep it fall, I guess, but I think it has to be a transition somewhere.
Yeah,
and I don't think you wait till December to do it. Christmas is kind of a big thing. It takes a lot of work to put these decorations up. You want them to stay there, though. Mm-hmm. You don't agree?
Okay, y'all gonna be mad at me. Y'all gonna be mad at me. Y'all gonna be mad at me.
No, Ashley. This is a show about opinions. Nobody gets mad about anybody. You can't get mad at me, and I can't get mad at you. So fire away.
Halloween is a better holiday than all of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. We're there.
Oh, yeah.
Look what I did. Made you question my sanity a little bit, I know.
I should have read that a little bit stronger and should be a little wiser.
Yep. Now you know.
I'm going to move on quietly and gently.
Y'all, I really thought after 26 years of teaching that I had heard every possible question a child could ask me that would stop me in my tracks. I was wrong. So today I'm going over emergency procedures with my kiddos. And y'all, I take this shit seriously. This is not fun, Mr. Greg. This is not theater, Mr. Greg. This is not, yes, tell me about the time you went to Cancun 2 years ago, Mr. Greg. This is emergency preparedness, Mr. Greg. Because my theater has 8 exits. 8! And they all go somewhere different. And we physically walk through them because if something ever happens, I need these kids to know exactly what to do. And I have a system. 3 things. Stop, look, listen. Not to be confused with stop, drop, and roll. Stop what you're doing. Look for Mr. Greg. Listen for directions. It's not hard. And I even got my little sayings, y'all. No need to be scared when we're prepared. I am frickin' FEMA with a theater degree. And y'all, I am on today. The caffeine's kicked in. The children are locked in. I am commanding the room like we are prepared to evacuate the Pentagon. And I don't take questions because I know children. You open that can of worms and suddenly it's, what if the fire is blocking the door? Valid. We cover it. What if you're not here? We cover it. What if a tornado picks up the whole school and puts us in Texas? So I'm deflecting. I am focused. I am getting us through this emergency preparedness seminar. And then I see a hand. Y'all, I should have ignored it. But this sweet little cherubic child is looking at me with seriousness in his eyes, and I'm thinking, this one has a legitimate safety question. Take a chance. So I stop. Yes, Thomas. And this child looks me directly in the eyes and says, Mr. Greg, do you have a 6-pack? What? What? We are discussing emergency procedures. What point during stop, look, listen did you start wondering about my abdominal definition? Was it exit 4 that made you think, you know what, I bet this mofo does crunches? And the worst part is, y'all, I had no response. 26 years, thousands of children. I have fielded questions about death, divorce, God, bodily functions, why teachers sleep at school, whether I personally know Abraham Lincoln. I have an answer for everything, but I guess there is no section in the handbook that addresses what to do when a 3rd grader interrupts a fire drill to inquire about your core strength. Find your joy. Y'all, I really thought after 20...
I could ask the teacher in the room how she would handle this.
I'm not exactly a teacher.
Well, you're the closest one to it. You deal with kids. You deal with these crazy.
You know, if someone was to ask me if I had a 6-pack, I'd say hell yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be true, but
no, I got a 6-pack. It's at home. It's labeled Budweiser.
That's where I was gonna go with it. My response would have been quickly, "You make me wish I had a 6-pack of beer. Go sit down."
That's right. I mean, yeah, that's my 6-pack. I mean, you know, if you're talking about my tummy, no, I don't have a 6-pack. I have a keg.
And if one of the parents complain about my comments in class and they come up to me about it, my question is just going to be, why did you come in here complaining to me about this when you knew I wanted a 6-pack of beer and you didn't bring me a 6-pack of beer? It sounds like not only does your child have problems with not shutting their mouth, you have a listening problem and an understanding and comprehension problem. Your child makes me want a 6-pack of beer. You did not bring me a 6-pack of beer. Everybody's taking a goddamn L today.
Well, I didn't get a chance to comment on the Spirit Christmas. I want one.
Go ahead.
It should exist.
Wait. You and her need to face off. That's one right there.
No, the Spirit Christmas needs to exist.
She just said Halloween is the greatest one of all. Beyond Christmas.
See, I do like Halloween, but I'm a Christmas girl. I've always loved Christmas.
Okay.
I got a whole crap ton of Christmas decorations to prove it.
Oh, I believe you. I wasn't gonna dispute that at all.
No. It's the fact she's not gonna dispute it, but she's judging us for being fucking nutso. That's all. That's all it is. She's not gonna dispute or argue with it. No, she's gonna say, you know, we're about 9.5 on the crazy shit-o-meter. That's about it.
I think it's mainly because I understand that I'm actually the crazier person. Let me explain. Which one of us right now has the purple and white and black wig on. I didn't need to go find this. I have a bunch of costumes that I recently had to give up because, I moved out of my home and had to give up half of my belongings. Anyway, back to the fact that I still have a million costumes. One thing I did not get rid of when moving out was all of my costumes because I like dressing up. I like being able to be a different person. And Halloween is the one day of the year you can do it without judgment and questions as to why. Because you already have an answer. It's Halloween. Duh. Why aren't you wearing a costume? Any other day.
See, I do love dressing up for Halloween.
There we go. That's it. And free candy. And
Hold
there's
on.
no presents to give away. Just candy.
So when after we come back from break.
Oh, we're there already?
We're almost there. After the second song, I am going to play you the bit from Lewis Black where he rants on Halloween.
Yeah.
And you can't take the bit off. You just go for about 6-7 minutes or so while the songs are playing, but come back, you listen to Lewis Black's rant on Halloween and costumes.
Yay.
Yeah, that's gonna be one. And shit, might as well just go ahead and go to break now. I already built it up. When we come back, we will go over the month of September for the show because we have a month's worth of interviews scheduled.
Yay.
Very interesting. We'll talk about it right when we come back.
We need a break. Be back soon. This is the Charles Richardson Show.
Down from above, can you feel it now? Just embrace power with that touch of your hand. Smooth breaking the wind, can you feel it now? In a long shower, when you wake up to the magic paradise, it's not so tragic. Made of gold to light them, keep that rose. Need to travel
It's alright. No need to dream of better days. The times was this on its way, but we'll be alright. No need to be so far away. Oh, this must be Shangri-La. No, I'd rather be. Oh, this must be Shangri-La. As long as you're with me. Seems like nothing goes our way. It's no surprise how we can face the darkest days. Sometimes storms are here to stay. I look in your eyes and I see a paradise each day. Oh, this must be Shangri-La. No, I'd rather be. Oh, this must be Shangri-La. As long as you're with me. And I know on the darkest day, the sun will shine far away from everything. Let's leave this world behind. Oh, this must be Shangri-La. No, I'd rather be. Oh, this must be Shangri-La. As long as you're with me. This must be Shangri-La. As long as you're with me.
If you're an adult and you're planning to wear a costume on Halloween, don't. I will find you. I will hurt you. I don't know why. It was deemed to be a necessity among a group of adults that for some reason they didn't grow out of childhood. It's not an adult holiday. It's a holiday for children. That's who it's for. It's a holiday for children because children want to dress up all the time. And you have to go, nope, this is the night, so shut the fuck up. You're an adult and you can put on a costume whenever you want. You don't need permission anymore. If you wake up next Tuesday and you feel like being Batman, go for it. You go into work, the boss says, "Who are you?" And you go, I'm Batman. That's who I am. Who are you?
We're back to the best show you have never heard of. Yes, the Charles Richardson Show.
Yeah, we're back.
We already know the lies disguise us.
I mean, he makes a good point, actually. You know, you can dress up however you want, any day you want. I just figured you kind of would have respect that point of view a little bit. Oh, that's why you're not talking. Hi, there you go.
Hey.
Sorry.
You know how quickly my job will drug test me if I keep showing up in costumes. Go, you know what? Go ahead and put that advice out to anybody else in the highly professional. They expect me in suits and stuff all the goddamn time. I be damned if I show up in this wig. I'm barely getting away with the wigs that I am wearing to work now.
Do you really show up in suits, or do you actually have some, like, gowns and skirts and stuff like that?
Yeah, I have to show up in suits some days.
Okay. Cool.
So I really wish I could, you know, just hey, I would go in there with this every once in a while. Hey. I would be drug tested very fast.
Yeah.
Very fast.
I understand. Some companies are like that. Some companies, especially, you know, the hot top-notch hush-hush companies, you know, you're going to have to tread that line very carefully. Macho JH chatted with us a little bit while we're on break. How well doing? We're doing good. It's another Wednesday here. Another Wednesday here on the Charles Richardson Show, brought to you by W Energy Drink, W.GG. Go online, make an order, and save 10% off when you type in the code Richardson Show. W Energy Drink. All the energy without the crap. Yeah. Oh. Get that drink down.
Got you some Debbie.
Oh, yeah. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. So, all right. Ashley, we're going to get to your topic here in just a second, but I want to go ahead and the reason why I want to bring this up is because it's kind of big. I am proud to announce that finally, and actually since the show has been back on for a while now, we are finally going back to interviews. I used to do, you know, plenty of interviews actually going down the list, and now we're finally lined up with some. So the first one I wanted to go ahead and announce, and actually I gotta pull up my email on this one here. I should have done that while I was on break, but I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm a bad boy.
Forgiven, kind of, I guess.
Yeah, whatever. Come on, sign me in. Don't be a douche. Don't be a douche. Really? It's going to tell me that. All right, anyway. So, the first interview we have is a person by the name of Matt Melvin. He is going to be on our show next week, September 2nd. The interview starts around 8:15. He'll be in here live. And pulling up his info right now because I don't have everything memorized. Would you have everything memorized? No. I don't think so. So, Matt Melvin has actually a pretty interesting story. He is a gay Christian Trump supporter who went to prison. So he wants to have a conversation about that. So what it's like to be a gay Christian Trump supporter, his experience with bullying and rejection, faith, forgiveness, redemption, politics, and why you shouldn't always be reduced to labels. So we're actually going ahead and going to hit him with some hard-balled questions here. He does not want a softball interview. So we're going to go ahead and give it to him. He's written a book called Bullied Behind Bars. But the biggest story, what happened to him after It's how he rebuilt his identity, his faith, and purpose. So, very uplifting story for somebody that basically was down in the dumps and now came out of it. Pretty good. That's Matt Melvin next week at 8:15. I should say, for people that don't follow the time, beginning of the show next Wednesday. Then we have George Dubac on September 9th. Dubac. So George actually, he is the ultimate networker. One of the top business and social networking experts in the USA. Started his career as an engineer. Moved to Florida in 85. Sorry. Moved to Florida, unfortunately. We're going to go ahead and talk with him. George Dubac, he is also the beginning of the show on September 9th. He does have a couple of podcasts that he does have, so we'll go ahead and dabble into all that. Social media as well, everything. So we all got that going on. The next one we have on September 16th, we have two. We have Lola Gustiu and we have Kevin Dunlap, who Kevin actually has created his own version of the Marvel Universe. He has his own creation. He built his own universe. So we're going to go ahead and talk with them on the 16th. And Naresh Vissa, who's actually been on CNN for a little bit. We're going to talk about some stuff with him as well. That's on the 23rd. So a whole month of interviews starting next week here on the Charles Richardson Show. So very, very exciting moment here for the show to get back to doing interviews. And actually, I'll go ahead and share these people so that way if you want to chime in with any questions or any theories or, this is more than just for me to ask questions. We can have fun with everything else. So,
yes, sir. All about it.
With that being said, Ashley did say she had a segment. So I'm going to go ahead and give the big picture to you, my dear, and you go right ahead and tell us what you got.
All right. Now, as we've been doing a little bit of Misery Loves Company. So welcome back, everybody. And today I'm going to do a little bit differently because with our little trifecta this weekend, it's been a little bit too miserable for me. So in honor of Miss Hayden, we are doing a Remember the Titans today. For the victory was real. The drama got a little rewrite. We're not going to dabble too much, though. How dare we touch too hard right now? We are all still heartbroken. So, for those of you that haven't seen Remember the Titan, don't know how you haven't seen it, but, here we go. I am going to help you suddenly believe we understand another entire chapter of American history. And with Remember the Titans, if you haven't seen this since the year 2000, I'm sorry. We're about to reveal the whole championship, the friendships, and inspirational football moment, which received a generous helping of Hollywood seasoning. Yes. So many of us first encountered the story. Its unforgettable cast, including the very young Hayden Panettiere as Cheryl Yost, as I have been corrected today. That cast made the Titans feel less like names in a history book and more like people we grew up alongside. And I truly did feel that way. Like Hayden was legitimately only 3 years older than me. So that was right in my wheelhouse of being on her track. Anyway, getting back to it.
Okay.
Yeah. So the film actually takes place in Alexandria, Virginia in 1971. Back then, black head coach Herman Boone, played by Denzel Washington, is placed in charge of a football team whose black and white players appear barely willing to even share a locker room. So Boone and his white assistants coach Bill Yost clash. They cooperate and eventually guide the Titans through an undefeated championship season. By the final whistle, the players have become brothers, the community has found common ground, and that magnificent soundtrack has nearly convinced us that football personally defeated segregation. Whoop-de-doo. Now, the real achievement was extraordinary. but the real history was not quite as tidy. So, T.C. Williams High School had technically already integrated before 1971. It opened in 1965, and both T.C. Williams and George Washington High School already enrolled Black and white students. The major change in 1971 was consolidation. So Alexandria sent the city's juniors and seniors from the three high schools to T.C. Williams, producing one senior high school and one varsity football team assembled from three formal rivals. That distinction matters because the players were not simply strangers divided by race. They were athletes competing for positions after three rosters became one. Former Titans remembered that school loyalty, old athletic rivalries, and the fear of losing a starting job sometimes caused as much friction as race. But racism was not imaginary. It's not like that didn't exist. Alexandria had already experienced serious racial conflict, and Francis C. Hammond High School had remained overwhelmingly white despite integration. So the movie magnifies some of the racial tension inside of the team, but the larger struggle taking place across Alexandria was very, very real. What the movie gets right is that Boone and Yost definitely had to make difficult partnership work. Boone was demanding, disciplined, and under enormous pressure as a black head coach. He had previously left a successful position in North Carolina after being told that community was not ready for a black head coach. And at T.C. Williams, Boone pushed players from three competing programs to become one unit. The Gettysburg training camp was real. The exhausting practices were real. Boone also recalled rearranging the buses and making players learn about teammates from backgrounds different from their own. All real. Now let me gently ruin just one of the movie's finest moments.
Oh, come on.
Just one, just a little bit. So in the movie, Boone wakes the team at 3 a.m, runs them through the darkness at the Gettysburg battlefield, and delivers this powerful speech that begins melting away their hatred. In reality, the Titans visited Gettysburg, but there was no 3 a.m. run. A knowledgeable tour guide reportedly did most of the historical talking. So the speech belongs to Denzel, the sweat belongs to the actors, and that gorgeous sunrise belongs to the cinematographer. Great job there. But the bonding at Gettysburg was genuine. Hollywood created one perfect speech because actual trust usually develops through dozens of less cinematic moments. Shared rooms, difficult practices, uncomfortable conversations, and teenagers gradually deciding that they can depend upon one another, aka stop being a-holes. So the championship also received just a little makeover. In the movie, the Titans win a last-second thriller against George C. Marshall, but in real life, Marshall was their closest regular season opponent. In the actual state championship, T.C. Williams defeated Andrew Lewis High School 27-0. So the no miracle finish required the real Titans went 13-0 and won the Virginia State Championship and finished as national runners-up. Hollywood actually had to make this team look less dominant just to give us a suspenseful ending. You know, to make us feel like they were the underdog a little bit.
Yeah, I get that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a lot better than having some of one of these characters that we've talked about before look, amazingly, and then he's really just a piece of shit, just like the that Catch Me If You Can guy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd rather have something be brought down from earth a little bit to make a good movie than to actually falsely raise somebody up. I'd prefer that. So honestly, in that particular case, if that is true, which obviously it is because it is from Miss Ashley, yes, I prefer to have that type of reality hit me where this team was actually so fucking good we had to make them look bad, but it made it for a better movie. Nobody's gonna sit there and watch a movie where you go freaking 13-0 and just run over everybody all over the place. It's like what movie is there?
Boring.
What movie is there? Exactly. You know what movie you have? One that's pretty close, and that's the there was this movie about a whole like a dozen orphans, and they played football. That actually happened, and they actually showed that how they went on. I forget the 12 Mighty Orphans. That was the name of the movie, and that's one that you may want to maybe check out and fact check on, because if I would love to know if that was true or not. I believe it is, but then again, I don't know. But it was a team. It was actually a school, a very small school of kids without parents. They lived at the school. They worked at the school, and they kept getting their asses beat. Like they was spanked and punished because it was free labor. They were working underneath this principal, this bastard of a principal, and they were just it was free child labor. To get any type of morale, this coach, this teacher transfers over, becomes a coach, teaches them about football, and gets them into the Texas high school district. But they only had 12 people, which means they had to play both ways. It's 11 on 11 football. You have 12 people, you're playing both offense and defense. So you're on there for 60 minutes total instead of half the game. Anyway, he goes ahead and teaches them about a formation that later becomes called the wing T formation, something that it was revolutionary in football, the professional football. At that time, I think it was like the 20s or 30s, something like that. So it was revolution. Nobody ever has seen it before. And they go on and wipe the floor with everybody. But it was all about the background struggles because, again, no families. Coach was daddy, really. They looked up to him as a father figure. And it just basically was a group of misfits come together to learn values. And the teary-eyed ending where they didn't win the championship game, which was true. They didn't win, but they went ahead on to great careers. And so even if they didn't go to football, they went to military. They went ahead and opened up their own businesses. They became great men. And that's what the story was all about, is how you don't have to be somebody of good upbringing. You just have to know how to you just have to know what you're worth, and don't ever stop believing in yourself.
Yeah.
So 12 Mighty Orphans, look that up and see if you can fact check it. If you can't, that would be great if you can. If you don't have time for it, I get it. But I'd like to see if you can fact check that one. I would like to know if it's true or not.
I gotcha. I will be on it.
Appreciate it. All right, and there's your Misery update.
Yep. Told you I wasn't going to be too horrible this weekend. I was too sad.
Yeah. I was like saying, come on, you're going ahead and going over a movie with Hayden in it. Come on.
Yeah. What was I gonna? We love Hayden too much for that. I'm sorry. I wasn't gonna disrespect her this week.
Yeah, I can't do that. Oh man. All right. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Oh shit. Only got about a half hour or so to go. So here's what I'm going to go ahead and bring up. Since obviously we have a station in the UK and a station in Australia, I'd like to do some stuff that's overseas, just so everybody can feel, together. So I have a list, which I'm going to go through quickly. 37 things that British people do that make no sense to Americans. Or vice versa, something we do that make no sense to the British.
Okay.
So I bet you can probably, a lot of these are going to make sense. Number one is tipping. Tipping, they don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't do it over there. The use of the C word that rhymes with hunt, it's a term of endearment over there. I don't get that.
I think maybe somebody lying to you on that one. Maybe they're just trying to get you to say it to get you to get knocked out. I feel like
It's
okay.
BuzzFeed. It's a legitimate source.
I feel like somebody at BuzzFeed trying to get you knocked out in the UK.
Is the word cunt a term of endearment in the UK? I would really like to know that. Oh, obviously ChatGPT. That's not ChatGPT. That's just Google.
What did it say? What did it say?
No, it just lists the dictionary of the word cunt.
Oh, bastards!
It didn't answer my question.
Now it's being a cunt. I don't know if I just said a good thing or a bad thing, but it's being.
I know, right? We don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. All right, let's ask it here. Here we go. This is it. All right, here we go. Answer that ChatGPT does. Is the word cunt a term of endearment in the UK? The answer is yes, but it depends heavily on context. In the UK, cunt is generally considered a very strong vulgar insult, especially when directed at somebody. It is not normally a term of endearment in the way words like mate, love, darling can be. However, among some groups of friends, particularly in formal British, Scottish, Irish, or Australian speech, it can sometimes be used affectionately or jokingly. For example, you're a funny cunt. That cunt is my best mate. You fucking cunt. Almost like as a joking way.
Like if I call somebody the B word, and it depends. No. So that means no. It's a bad word unless I'm using it against. I mean, with my peers, and they know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
no.
Correct. So
no,
it is.
See, somebody tried to get you, not lights knocked out.
Yeah, that is
tried
a
to
little
get you killed.
That is a little bit misleading. So I will.
BuzzFeed tried to get you hurt.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna start fact checking these two now. Eating baked beans on toast. Eating baked beans on toast.
Disgusting.
A thing.
That is a thing. I do know that's a thing, and I don't like it.
Absolutely. Baked beans on toast is a very British thing. Okay. Fine. So that's one in the positive, even though it's not a positive. How the fuck you no. The first floor in the UK is the second floor in the US. So that means the ground floor is not the first floor in the UK. Does that make sense?
Yes. And there's actually places in America that do that now too. It's very annoying, especially if you go to certain airports. They've let that bleed over here.
Gotcha. So the UK considers it ground floor. Mm-hmm. All right. We'll see, we're getting somewhere here. The price on the item at the store is the exact price you pay for at the checkout. The till. Yes. So I'm assuming that means tax included if there's anything.
Yes.
If there's any tax. So if I see a can of tuna fish for $2, I go up. I'm not paying $2.07. I'm paying $2.
That's the same reason that they don't tip when they come over here, because they really don't understand why tip isn't included in the price of the meal already. Whereas if you go over there, and that's with a lot of European countries, the price of tip is included in the price of the meal.
Okay. That makes sense.
Over here, we love hidden fees. We like to trick people because Americans are jackasses. That's just I am anti-American on that one. Anti-capitalism. How about that? I'm anti-capitalism because I get it. American capitalism makes me sick.
Based on my experiences with Americans, when I was a student, a sausage roll caused proper confusion, but not as much as hot custard. I don't care about that one. Oh, is that it? Is that really it? Oh, no. Let's continue reading. Okay. Cheering in a pub when someone drops a glass or a plate. I thought that we do that here too.
Yeah, we do.
Is that something that the UK doesn't understand about us?
I think we got it from the UK. I think that's kind of where it started. I don't, because now that I think about it, we don't be saying English stuff whenever it happens. We really don't. We just be
Okay.
making
Yeah,
up
I
non-English
don't want to.
words.
So this whole article was British things that make zero sense to this makes perfect sense to Americans. I don't know what the fuck they're talking
Yeah,
about.
I don't trust BuzzFeed. They don't. I don't. Whoever works over there now, they all need to be fired. Go clean out the whole everything.
Especially this next one, air drying the wash instead of tumble dryer. I used to do air drying too. It's called the clothespins, clothes hangers, and what the fuck?
There's still
Nobody
people
tends.
that do that. We're sorry that whoever at BuzzFeed doesn't understand the fact that there are different classes of American citizens, and not everything has been phased out just because a lot of people have money now. Because okay, whatever. Continue.
We always use real dishes. Paper is wasteful and fills the landfills, and dishes are nicer. Well, of course they are. I just don't like doing dishes. Driving a car with a manual gear shift. Bitch, I used to drive a manual gear shift. But we don't do that no more. Do you see many cars that have the manual shift anymore? They don't. Everything's automatic.
Not here in America.
Nope. The fact that most of your pubs are older than the entire country. So, the word Fortnite is not an American vocabulary. Don't care. I once heard the word "but" is impolite in certain U.S. cities. That's funny. You know what? Now that I read more and more of this, I apologize. This article is kind of fucking stupid. There was a few cool points at the very beginning, but that's about it. It kind of lost its luster after like halfway.
Yeah, it's okay. As soon as you said BuzzFeed, I already knew their stuff has been going in a different direction lately.
Yeah, maybe I should get rid of them as a. All right, my apologies. Let's see here. Some boys.
It's okay. I get to rag on BuzzFeed. I used to like them.
Yeah, I did too. But that and the Huffington Post. Huffington Post, they kind of gone downhill too. But I don't know. This is kind of weird. This is from NBC. New York. I will go ahead and play this because this one is. I will admit it's kind of stupid, and when you see why, it's either he's cashing in big time, or people are just really fucking. Or it could be a combination of both. Here we go.
A New York artist is sold out of garbage that he collected outside, listen to this, outside of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding. For $25, fans could get a 1-inch cube of random pieces of trash collected from that day. Some objects included water bottle cups, a caution tape, even an AirPod. The artist says each cube has been carefully sealed. On New York
garbage. For $25. Now, listen, if I was to go ahead and get an AirPod, maybe that might be worth the $25. I can resell that. But you're selling random articles of trash because of fucking Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding. Oh my God. I got a napkin that may have had the Taylor Swift blow her nose in. I have Taylor Swift's DNA. That's worth $25. I mean, what? This guy's got to be cleaning up. Obviously, there's a lot of stupid motherfuckers to buy this shit.
Every time I realize I'm not a millionaire, not because I'm not smart enough, it's because I don't realize that people are stupid enough to buy into this stupidity.
Yes.
I overestimate humanity every time. That's my fault. And that's the reason I'm not rich.
And you see this shit. Literally shit. They're selling garbage from Taylor.
There are crackheads out there that are smart enough to know that they could get away with stealing multiple HVAC condensers and get a nice little come up. That's why they're making money. Because they know that there's no problem. I'm not smart enough to realize that people are that stupid. And it makes me sad.
All right, I'm gonna try this one. I'm gonna give it another chance.
No.
I'm gonna give the Huffington Post another chance here. Actually, no, it was BuzzFeed.
BuzzFeed.
All right, I'm sorry. So maybe this is better.
Okay.
Airport behaviors you think are harmless, but passengers and workers find maddening. Here we go. I'll give this a few shots, and we'll see how it goes. Actually, I don't even need to get it a few shots because it just goes on and on and on and on. Never mind. Fuck it. Why do I not read these things before I post them? That's my fault. You would think they have a list of them.
No.
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 I got to start reading some of this stuff here. Here is one here. I try here. Costco is in the news, but this is over in Australia. Apparently, they have a nice, kind act that was done. So I got some good news. Costco store has been praised for a simple fact of helping thousands of Australians, doing it tough, donating surplus meat and other food to Queensland charity rather than letting it go to waste. Costco North Lakes in Brisbane, North Australia, has been supporting Nourish Street, which is a charity over there, for more than a year, with meat approaching its use-by date, frozen and hardened over to its organization to help prepare meals for other people experiencing homelessness and financial hardship. Now, Nourish Street founder and president Beau Haywood said it's the supermarket support had made a significant difference with the donated food going well beyond charity's own meal programs. They take it off the shelf, throw it in their freezer to us, Beau said to the Yahoo News. We pick it up and put it in ours. The meat is then distributed to the community groups and businesses that use the protein to prepare meals, meaning a donation from one Costco store can ultimately reach thousands of people across a wider community. Nourish Street prepares over 850 meals each week through its own programs, but Boo said the organization used only about 30% of its meat it receives. The rest is passed on to community groups, those running soup kitchens and other meal programs. Bo says out of all the meat that we are given, we probably only use about 30% of it for the 850 meals that we do, and the rest of it we actively pass it on to community groups. Bo also said that the food from Nourish Street was ultimately turned into meals that could feed, quote, literally thousands, end quote, of people each week. The value of Costco's donations can also quickly add up, estimating that the individual packets of meat are worth around $50 and noting that the supermarket's donations have previously amounted to thousands of dollars. So Costco is doing some good. I don't know if they do it over here in the States. I would
I
assume
was
they
just about
do.
to say, can they start donating some good stuff to us, since like we have all these mass recalls? What are we not allowed to eat now? Like
We
beef,
can't eat eggs. Yep. Dog food's even being done, and I mean, it's just freaking crazy.
I'm hungry.
I know we're hungry already. We need some protein over here.
We ain't got shit.
Yeah,
Little push players from 3 competing.
It's freaking crazy.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm honestly, seriously, we're anything that we could possibly get to feed ourselves is being recalled. Okay.
No lettuce.
Well, no, I've had lettuce and it's fine. Taylor Farms. I'm gonna out them. Taylor Farms is the big fuck you lettuce distributor. I don't buy from them. That's the one that's doing it.
Aren't they up under like a different, like 20 different name brands though? Like you got to be triple checking your stuff.
I don't know. I just buy lettuce and hope I don't shit.
Yeah, I just stopped buying it altogether.
No, I got to have lettuce. The way that my diet has been, I have to have salads. So I'm literally fighting for my life every time I do a salad. I'm fighting for my life.
You keep fighting the good fight.
I'm going ahead, making my salad. I got my lettuce. I got my shredded carrots. I got my grape tomatoes. I got a little bit of broccoli sprinkled all over. I got some cheese. I put my dressing on it. I take it with a fork, mix it all around. I start eating it, and I'm thinking, if I get diarrhea, I know what caused it. That's the last thing I think of before I put that bite in my mouth and start chewing on it. Luckily, I haven't had a problem yet. Luckily. I mean, don't get me wrong. I shit really well for a fat guy that I am. But not explosive diarrhea.
Not explosive diarrhea. We don't need any of that.
That's right. It's not jet fuel coming out. What the fuck is polymorous relationships? What the fuck is that?
That's a great question. You said Tolly?
T-O-L-Y-A-M-O-R-O-S. It's almost like poly, except Tolly. You're looking it up, right?
Yeah, because I'm highly. You said. I don't know how to spell shit right now.
T-O-L-Y-A-M-O-R-O-U-S.
Okay.
Polyamorous.
I added an I in there for somewhere. For some reason. I don't know what I was doing.
By now, you've probably heard of polyamory, the interest in or practice of engaging in more than one romantic relationship at a time with the consent of all parties. But you may not be familiar with the term polyamory, a different relationship structure that is prevalent but seldom spoken about. It is a term coined by sex and relationship columnist and podcaster Dan Savage. It is a parnamentu, combining the words tolerate and polyamory, and refers to a relationship dynamic which one or both partners puts up with or tolerates the other's outside sexual or romantic content. Okay. So what this basically is, hey, I know my husband cheats. I'm okay with it. Really?
No. I gotta
tell me.
Because I quickly read through a couple of these descriptions and like the examples of it or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was in that type of relationship for a minute. And let me explain. It wasn't that I was okay with any of it.
Uh-huh.
It was, I had a phrase called Delulu is the Salulu. Because what I started realizing, I wasn't keeping my peace anymore with keep asking without having evidence. And then to get evidence on things, you got to start doing some crazy shit. And I was like, I'm not about to be sneaking through your phone, following you, stalking you. That's not me. Because you start trying to find this like fine line between not losing your goddamn mind, to be honest. And it just turns into a, you know what? Maybe they'll stop one day.
Maybe.
So I'm going to just, maybe, not saying that is, no, they won't. But you start being very delusional about your situation. And then you keep tolerating the situation because you don't want to have to deal with everything else that comes with opening your mouth, facing the music, or it's like, it's just stressful. Not saying I'm not there anymore because, I couldn't tolerate it anymore. And it was very obvious to him that I couldn't tolerate it. And we mutually was just like, yeah.
So on Dan Savage's podcast is the Savage Love Cast, he calls it. This is an excerpt from it. It's somebody willing to turn a blind eye to a lap dance or a brief affair after years of marriage. They're able to focus on all the ways their spouse demonstrates their commitment and shows their love, and all of those other ways compassionate or make the cheating that may be appearing tolerable. These people aren't fools or dupes. They're not pitted. They know what they signed up for a long time ago, made peace with that and what they got. They're willing to put up with it, a certain amount of it, reconciled to it, willing to tolerate it. They are in a world tolerant. So basically, this is like, hey, you show me a lot of love. You've earned my respect. Go have fun. I don't get it either. That I don't get. I'm sorry. No. Listen, because anybody that does that, honestly, I wouldn't want them to do that to me. Because no, if you're going to go ahead and have that fun, I want to have that fun. The problem is there's no way I'm going to have that fun because I can't get that fun. There's no way I'm going to get it. You know, I'm not going to be able to do that. And on top of that, why would you want to be with somebody that doesn't want to have fun with you? Listen, I get bringing another chick or another dude into the bedroom and you guys want to have some fun as a group with everybody. I get that type of mindset with some couples. Some couples can handle that. And it's like, listen, I don't want to be with the same person, or I don't want to only have the same person for the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years of my life. I need variety. And it's like, okay, some people are okay with sharing or doing things together in a group setting. Listen, praise to them. I can't be that way. Praise to them on that. But honestly, you tolerate it? No, that's not tolerating. There's got to be some beneficial aspect to it. The guy must make a ton of money. He must be supporting your every move. Listen, when it comes time for a brand new Lamborghini or a brand new BMW, he's got you. So you're going to let him get a side piece of ass for it. All right, I get it. You're benefiting from it. You're living in a nice house, don't have to lift a finger. You're over there sitting there watching your soaps, eating bonbons all day. As long as you go ahead and go to the gym for a couple hours a day to make sure that ass is nice and fit whenever he wants to spank it, let him have his fun, right? I mean, I get women like that probably like, whatever. I got this. I'm the queen here. Y'all other bitches have to have a career. I don't have to do that. My man takes care of me. Yeah, he may take care of other people too, but God damn it, I like living in this castle. But see, here's the point. Here's the sad point, is that at some point in time, that tolerating behavior, that behavior that you're tolerating, is going to come to the point where it's like, why am I with you? I'm just going to go to the side piece that I've been tapping and I'm just going to be with her. What's to stop that? Nothing. You're already letting him go astray. Why not more? What's to stop him from, going more? I mean, I guess in some aspects of life that maybe there's an understanding about that, but not in a world that I would want to be in. Not in a world I want to be in.
It's not a fun world.
No, I wouldn't think so. I think it's a loveless world, to be honest with you. It's a loveless world.
Very loveless, very hateful, very lonely, very nothing ever turns out right. Your hopes and dreams die. And then every time.
I don't know about your hopes and dreams, because the person that's on the receiving end or that's tolerating this, I think their hopes and dreams kind of died a long time ago.
Their hope and dreams are still there because they're still hoping that maybe this will stop, or hoping that they'll have some normalcy in their lives.
See,
And it never
I don't know.
comes.
Yeah, it doesn't. I do. See, that's the thing. That's not tolerating it. That's not tolerating it. That's
It's looking the other way.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, yeah, that's kind of what it is.
I mean, it's okay. I know you're doing this. I'm just gonna pretend that I don't.
Because if I fly off the handles and then all of a sudden I'm the crazy person, and why did I act unreasonable, and it wasn't even that serious, and you knew blah blah blah. It is. And then unfortunately you, as I said, start to lose yourself. What benefit is there to me being depressed about something on some BS, and I'm so depressed I can't function at work? Now, not only am I upset, I
And the
can't
thing
make
is,
money.
why bother being with a person if that's the case? Honestly, just move on. Go after and go find somebody else.
Because there are aspects to the relationship that make us very, very happy.
Well,
and you hope you can hold on to that.
Some people have low self-esteem too, where they're like, well, I can't find anybody else, so I better just, hold on to what I got, and I'm gonna have to tolerate this, otherwise I'm not gonna find anybody else.
Yeah. I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life and stuff like that. I mean, I've come to the peace with that. If me and Alyssa ever broke up, I know that I'm done. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try being. I'm just going to be alone. Because you know what? It's all the years I've had my heart broken. All the years I've been led up to failure. I'm done. I'm too old for it again. I'm too old to start over. I'm done. So this is my last hurrah. And she knows. I've told her.
You're not going anywhere.
I know, but I'm just saying. I've told you that
You're not gonna get rid of me.
See, I'm stuck with her. Regardless, I'm stuck. All right, we're gonna take a break. Alyssa's good news coming up next. I got just one song. It's a 4-minute song, and we'll try to get in here as quick as we can. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Wrapping up the show with Alyssa's good news after a short break.
love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? I love you, you love me. We're best friends like friends should be. With a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? Oh my.
All right, we're almost to the end. Here's Alyssa's good news on The Charles Richardson Show.
Yeah, all right. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get Alyssa's good news up there. And yes, Macho, we do see you over there. Sorry, I apologize. We're just in our own little world there. Good news, Alyssa. Here we go.
A dog lost on the third tallest peak in England finally found after 3 weeks stuck on a steep ravine. A dog missing for nearly 3 weeks on a mountain in rural England's Lake District has been rescued, and it was a real team effort. Tiny Teddy vanished on August 2nd while hiking with her owner on Hellivan, the third highest peak in the country. Posters were plastered around the area, but for nearly 3 weeks, no one saw the missing pooch. Then, on August 21st, volunteers were out searching for him when they heard barking coming from Dry Gill, a steep ravine on the slopes of the mountain. They located him, but he was stuck and unreachable. So the local Keswick Mountain Rescue Team was called to help. 3 hours later, Teddy was saved, and if you thought the pet was petite before the adventure, the after photo above shows he lost considerable weight, but thankfully displayed no obvious injuries. The Keswick Rescue Team needed 3.5 hours and 7 team members. He was secured in a rucksack and given a small amount of food for the journey back down to the park, where he was reunited with his owner and taken to the veterinarian. The news of the missing dog had deeply affected so many people across our local community, wrote the team on Facebook. We are absolutely delighted to share this update, a remarkable outcome after nearly 3 weeks on Haviland. A huge well done, and everyone who kept searching and never gave up on Teddy. This is a little tiny dog. This is like our dog size.
Is it like a Chihuahua or something like that?
No, it's a little terrier.
Little terrier.
Yeah.
Oh, that little terrier
cute.
tearing things up. Too bad we don't have a picture of it. We can't have a picture that we can post up there.
Yeah, well, they show him as they're coming down the mountain in this little backpack.
Oh, really?
Yeah, someone's carrying him down in a backpack, so he's little.
Very tiny, very tiny. Very tiny, very nice, very tiny, very nice. Dog housing.
Oh, jeez.
Miss Ashley, go ahead and promote what you got, and we'll go and we get the hell out of here.
If y'all haven't caught out there, go ahead and catch it on Tubi. Caught out there on Tubi, folks.
That's right. Catch it out there on Tubi.
Yeah.
And make sure you go ahead and subscribe to our I don't know what happened to your microphone. Your microphone kind of... You were doing great for an hour and 58 minutes. You're doing great. And all of a sudden, I don't know, it just started crackling a little bit.
I thought it was just me because I
No.
heard it and I was like, what's going on? I thought my headphones were messing up.
She was doing great for an hour and 58 minutes. It was great.
I don't know what happened. Maybe it's better. I don't know.
I don't know. It just, yeah, but no, you did good. You did good. Make sure you like us on Facebook and YouTube. Facebook and YouTube. Search The Charles Richardson Show. Subscribe on YouTube and like our page on Facebook. And make sure you go ahead and tune in next week where we go ahead and we have our first interview that we've had in a long time. We got Matt Melvin coming on in we'll go ahead and talk with him about his experience as being a gay Christian prison person, where he rose from the ashes and made basically reinvented himself. So we're going to talk to him about all that experience next week on September 2nd, right here on the show. So Matt Melvin will be joining us. In the meantime, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Yes, Starsky. Yes, Macho. We saw you. Eichmann Breezy out there. And all the people that listen. Thank you very much for tuning in. And everybody, we'll see you next week right here on the show. Take care, everybody.
Too high, I get to see the light. Yeah, it's true, been there before. But now the sun don't hurt me.